Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Burger, whose current price stands at the $1.701 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 12.09%. That is after having a very nice movement to the upper side yesterday. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Fibonacci's and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what I expected to play out on this chart. So on this chart, once we were trading at around the $3.4 mark, I expected the price of Burger to break above this key area of resistance, have a retest of that area, then continue pushing to the upper side to this yellow target that I have up here. And that yellow target, I had drawn it using the trend-based Fibonacci's. So if I use the trend-based Fibonacci, you can see that that yellow target is at around the Fib level 1.618, which is the minimum that I expected that breakout to the upper side to do. I also expected that the price of Burger might not be able to break above this key area of resistance, and once that happens, we might see a massive pullback to the lower side, and that is the movement that has been playing out. We also had this double top, which is a bearish pattern, which confirmed that movement to the lower side might play out. I had a target area here on the charts, basing it on the breakout of that double top, having the target area as the height of the neckline of the double top, which could take us to around the $1.49 mark, and that is the move that played out. And you can see I also have this yellow target down here between the $2.25 mark and the 1.618, which is the minimum that I expected this wave to the upper side to retrace to. So if I zoom out on this chart and then apply the fibs, connecting this low down here to the high that we made at around the $3 mark, $3.5 mark, that gives us a target area for that retracement to the lower side between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, which is the minimum that I expected this wave to the lower side to retrace to, and that is the move that we are in at the moment. Yesterday, once we had that breakout to the upper side, we touched a key area of resistance between the $2 mark and the $2.18 mark, and we got rejected. And after having that rejection, we can see that we have a massive pullback to the lower side, and we have lost a key area of support at around the $1.84 mark. And I know even on the lower time frames, like the 1 hour time frame, you can see a retest of this area, and we have continued pushing to the lower side. And that brings me to the very first movement that I expect to play out here. The first movement that I expect to play out over here is that the price of Burger can continue unlocking even lower prices and take us to around the $1.54 mark, where we have our next key area of support. And within that support line, it's possible that we find support and then reverse to the upper side. And if that move doesn't play out and we lose that key area of support and maybe have a retest of that key area of support, it's possible that Burger might continue unlocking even lower prices and even take us to around the $1 mark. So the $1 mark can play out in the worst case scenario once we lose that key area of support at around the $1.54 mark. It's also possible that now that we have seen that retracement to the lower side in that wave, and we found support at around the $1.54 mark, it's possible that we find reversal within the price range that we are in at the moment, break above that key area of resistance, and then continue pushing to the upper side. And if that plays out and we break above this key area of resistance between the $2 mark and the $2.18 mark, where we did not manage to break yesterday, and then once we break above it, have a retest, it's possible that Burger could go back to around the $3 mark. So those are the key movements that I expect to play out on this chart. We can either continue pushing to the upper side to around the $3 mark, and if we lose that key area of support at around the $1.5 mark, then Burger could go back to around the $1 mark. So those are the key scenarios. And if I also take a look at the indicators, Here on the RSI, you can see we are trading at around the 47 mark, and that would mean we have massive room for both scenarios. If we continue pushing to the upper side and break above those key areas of resistances, it's possible that that movement to the upper side will be supported. Also, if we lose those key areas of support on the RSI, that movement will also be supported. If I also take a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we are just about to print a bearish cross, and that would mean soon we might continue unlocking even lower prices and maybe go back to around the $1.54 mark, where we have our next key support line. So those are the key moves, and I'll keep you updated on any movements that plays out on this chart.